Okay, yesterday I have give you the videos to for our tutorials. Okay, so there are one questions on question number one. Okay, for question number one, the connected bar BC is used to increase the lever arm of the crescent wrench. So we have two components. Okay, we have two components. The first one is bar BC. Okay, and then the second one is wrench. So wrench AB and bar BC. If a clockwise moment is 120 Newton meter, so the clockwise moment is 120 Newton meter, is needed to tighten the nut. So from the question, they give the moment 120 Newton meter. Okay, 120 Newton meter to tighten the nut A. So A, we have A is the nut. Okay, we have A. This is our. This is nut A, and then this is bar BC. Okay, this is bar BC. So the question is, where's the question? Extension D. So the bar BC is D is 300 mm. Determine the required force F in order to develop this moment. So ada soalan macam mana nak dapatkan 300. Okay, so now what do you need for your movement? Your equation is M is equals to F times T. Okay, so you need for moment. This is from the question is clockwise direction. Okay, so for clockwise direction, we just give it the negative. Okay, because we assume that counterclockwise is positive. So this is moment. You have the moment, and F. Okay, you have the F, but you need to separate the F. So you have the F. Where is it? So there is your F, and then you need to find your D. So you have your F, but in F form, F format. So F1, F2, F3, okay? And D, distance. So you need the distance. And F times D must be perpendicular, 90 degrees. Okay, so from that, you need to find your D. Okay, how to find your D distance, and this is your point C. Okay, okay. The first one, if you have an idea, okay, from point A to point C. Okay, that's the D. But what about our F, theta? Okay, theta is not 90 degrees. Right. So they gave you from the equation, okay, from the figure, it is, so this D, okay, you have this D, okay, D is the, sorry, D is from here, okay, from B to C, that's the D. So you need to find the easiest way, okay. From this question, um, you can use your point A, okay, and find the perpendicular, okay. For this F, we divide it because it is 15 degrees there. This is first one, and then we have the other point for C. So that one is our break of point, sorry, force. Okay, so from that one, you can try to find your D. Okay, that one. Okay, but it is not at point A. So we need to define our distance. Remember, distance must be 90 degrees. Okay, there are this is 90 degrees. So force, the line of action for force and point. Okay, point A, point O, anything. So you need to be 90 degrees. And this is your force, whatever force. So you need to find your force 90 degrees. Okay, so find your easiest way to find your distance. Okay, okay, so from this question, we use from point A to point C, we have this distance. Okay, so this is our distance, and it is perpendicular to F, let's say F I, F J. Okay, so it is the line for Fi is perpendicular. Okay, what happened to our Fj? Okay, for Fj, this is the line of force. Okay, and what is the distance that perpendicular to our A? This one. Okay, so this is for dj, and this distance, the red one, okay, the red one is for di. Okay, that's the first one. So you need to find the perpendicular. Okay, so this is dj, this is 90 degrees, and this is your di. Okay, so this is for fi. So this is 90 degrees. So you have two distance. Okay, di and dj. So you need to find di. What is di? Okay, so we separate our line Okay, for the distance to that we have, this one is one thing. Okay, so this is D, rectangular, so this is D. And the other one is, we have this one. This is 300, this one. Okay, so we have 300 and this one is the same theta as this one. Okay, so macam mana saya tahu? Macam mana saya pindahkan 30 degrees this one sama dengan this one? So ini, this is triangle. Ini rule untuk triangle, or we call it parallel. So we have ini. This is not in this subject. This is from maths. I've told you so many times. So we have this line. Okay. So you have the line, and this is theta, the same. Okay. And this one is beta. This one is theta. So the opposite will be the same, and then the additional of both inside the theta is theta plus beta is equals to 180 degrees. So this is from your previous knowledge, okay, from your mathematics, not in this topic, but you need to know, you need to for this type of question. And this is very important. There are a lot of questions that use this rule. Okay. Okay. So you have the triangle, and this is 30 degree. This is 300. Okay. And this is 90 degree. This is the same, 90 degree. Okay. So you want to find this one. This is D for D. So DJ DI. Okay, so DI. This one. Overall of this one, okay. So we want to find DI. DI is equals to actually, sorry, DI is equals to this one plus this one. Okay. So DI is equals to this one plus D. D is 300. Boleh faham tak? Macam mana saya nak dapatkan D tu? Sebab ada yang tanya. Okay, again. Ada banyak sangat sonteng. Okay, after I explained that M is equal to FD, okay, so we want to find our D, okay, this is for D, this is for DJ, the distance for DJ, and this is for DI. DI is equals to D plus E. So this one, we separate it by 2. Okay, so this is, the first one is D. D is equals to 300. And then this one, we separate it into triangle. And this one, we have this one here, 300. So we have our triangle, 300, 30 degree, So this is DJ, this is E. Okay, pakai DI nanti confuse. So D ni kita dah tahu, D is 300. So E is, kita nak cari E. Okay, so E is guna rules of triangle lah. So kata, so this one is hypotenuse. Okay, this is the longest one. Okay, so nak dapatkan E is equals to 300 times cosine 30. So 300 cosine 30. So that's why dalam equation, okay, I'm using this one. Okay, that is this one and this one. So both is the distance for Fi. Okay, so that is distance. So you need to find your F and you need to find your D and make sure that D is 90 degrees. Okay, so that is for D. Itu aja soalan yang ada yang tanya saya sebelum ni. Okay, so for the solution, okay, so kita ambil sigma MA and then we have I, okay, and we have J. Sebab saya cakap tu, okay, so ini for, this is for F times D for I, and this is F times D for J. So dapatlah kita punya F bila kita selesaikan equation. Okay, question. Tak ada. Okay. Soalan lain. Okay. Replace the force and couple system by an equivalent force and couple moment at point O. Kenapa nak kena cari resultant force? Why do you need to have why do you need to find your resultant force? Okay. Okay. So ini ada dekat dalam lecture. Okay, so this is normal couple, and then the last kali. Couple. Okay. This is the equivalent system dalam lecture. When a number of forces and couple moments are acting on a body. So kita anggap we assume their body. It is easier to understand their overall effect on the body if they are combined into a single force and couple moment having the same external effect. So we need to combine the force and we need to find our moment. So dia adalah dia dapatkan single force. Single force is resultant force with theta. Okay, and kita ada moment. When we move our force, there will be a moment. Okay. The two force and couple systems are called equivalent system. Okay, so kita nak cari equivalent since they have the same external effect on the body. Dua lah. So ni untuk dalam line, sliding line okay, tapi kalau kita move dia ada moment. Okay. You can move each force and its associated couple moment to a common point O. Bring F1 to point O, then bring M1 to point O. Okay, so kita nak dapatkan resultant, equivalent force untuk body. Okay, so itu yang kita dah cari force dan pindahkan kita satu titik O. Okay, so that's why yang soalan nombor 5 ni, okay, so we have two forces and one moment. So kita nak tengok dekat titik O, okay, so what is our resultant force, okay, and also our moment. So bila kita tengok dekat titik O, we need to move our force. Okay, when we move our force, ini adalah resultant force dia lah nanti. Bila kita force, dia ada resultant force dan dia akan hasilkan moment. So for that moment, use this one, moment. Okay, untuk kita punya calculation. So this is pure moment and this is force that we move with the distance ni D. This is force and this is D, distance. This is force and this is distance. So force, another one. The result of the moment is the another one. Alright, so untuk soalan ada beberapa orang okay, yang betul tengok dan faham bila saya cakap when I say that it is counterclockwise positive, okay, clockwise counterclockwise positive, clockwise negative. Okay, so I have written here counterclockwise here. So this one should be positive and this one should be positive. So for clockwise, it will be negative. It will be negative. So we have four forces, three forces with one moment. Okay, so this one 8 kilonewton is positive, counterclockwise. But for 6 times 12 over 13, this one is clockwise direction. So it should be negative. Okay, and the other one is counterclockwise positive. So counterclockwise positive, this one should be positive. Okay, and finally we have clockwise negative and this one is negative. Circle that one. Okay, so this one salah lah. Okay, okay, dah ada orang yang faham dan bertanya. So ketiga-tiga chapter, for these 3 chapters, you need to understand very carefully. Okay, sila fahamkan betul-betul. Sekiranya tidak faham, kena buat latihan yang banyak, ataupun soalan tutorial saya tu pun boleh fahamkan dulu. Okay, soalan tutorial yang saya bagi, kena fahamkan macam mana saya dapat negatif, positif, cosine, sin dan sebagainya. Okay. Oh, okay. Ada apa-apa lagi soalan berkaitan dengan tutorial? Okey. Saya harap semua boleh faham kerana saya nak bagi soalan. Soalannya adalah, okay, buat sekarang soalan dia adalah, ya, ni. Buat sekarang soalan dia adalah replace the force and couple system by an equivalent force and couple moment at point P. So this is our point P. I want to know the answer for FR theta and also moment at P. Do it now and submit at the submission under week 4, just below lecture slides of chapter 4. Buat atas paper dan snap, hantar ke Ulearn. Saya ada sediakan link dalam Ulearn. Okey, buat sekarang. Saya bagi masa 10 minit. 10.40 waktu sekarang. So 10.50 kita akan sambung.